Hello, dear friends of Moments with Pastor FUNKE. Welcome to a new episode that I'm calling The Power of Communication. I'm sure this will inspire you, so stay with us to the very end. Now, I was teaching about marriage in our church throughout the month of February on marriage, and I was really inspired by the Holy Spirit to teach from Genesis chapter number 11. Now, for those of us who study the Bible, we may remember that the early part of chapter 11 covers the account of the building of the Tower of Babel. You remember that one? Yeah, that's the one. Now, let's read from verse number 5 of chapter 11. It says, "But the Lord came down to look at the city and the tower the people were building. Look," he said, "the people are united, and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. Come, let's go down and confuse the people with different languages. Then they won't be able to understand each other." Friends, these three verses say a lot about the power we have as people of God in communicating effectively with each other, especially when there is understanding and followed by agreement. Now, no wonder the Bible also says in Matthew 18, verse number 19, it says, "Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it will be done for them of my Father, which is in heaven." Now, where there is understanding and agreement, there's much power made available to have success. God said that as long as the people who were building that tower could understand each other, there was nothing that could stop them from achieving success in any area that they set their minds to do. The same thing is applicable for married couples. Now, a couple that speaks the same language, so to speak. In other words, what I mean is that the couple that communicates clearly with each other and are able to have a clear understanding of what their partner says, to them there will be nothing that they cannot achieve together. Friends, as a matter of fact, a marriage of such a couple will not easily break up or end in divorce. That's the power we have in communication and, if you will, agreement. Now, if we read on in verse number 8, we'll see what happened when there was no communication amongst these people after God had confused their language and had given them different languages. Listen to what it says. He says, "In that way, the Lord scattered them all over the world, and they stopped building the city." Not only could they not continue in their building project, God scattered them, sent them apart throughout the world. How sad for them. But quite frankly, we can apply the same principle to a couple who stops communicating effectively in their marriage. It wouldn't take much to scatter that marriage and send them apart. So what does it take for effective communication to take place in an organization, in a marriage? Well, the people must at least speak to each other. That's the beginning of communicating. Now, yes, there are other ways of passing our messages across. There are all kinds of non-verbal communication. But speaking, opening your mouth to talk, is still the most effective way for them. Couples in marriage need to learn to open their mouths and to speak to each other. Friends, I'm going to stop right now. But when we come back next week, by God's grace, we'll learn more about what it takes for us to communicate effectively in all our marriages. Thanks for joining us. And until next week, I want you to take very good care and keep it together. Please also don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. God bless you all. I'm your host, Pastor FUNKE. Bye for now.